Hey, this is Muir from Suicidal Tendencies, and you're watching Lokaos Rock Show. Suicidal motherfucker.
E o Lokaos está aqui hoje na Clash. A gente acabou de ver o show do Suicidal Tendencies e eu tô aqui com o Michael Muir. Hello, Mike. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Your first time in Brazil was at Monsters of Rock Festival in '94 with
93?
3? Yeah.
I think it was 93. I may be wrong.
I guess 94.
94? Okay.
Black Sabbath, Slayer, and Kiss. What memories you have from this festival?
Wow. To be honest,
Yes.
we were driving in Brazil and had like a probably now 6-year-old driver in a van. Nice brand new road. Turns through these side streets, going through these red lights. I'm going, dude's driving crazy. And the lady turned back and said, I bet you think he's driving crazy. And we're like, yeah. She goes, no, he's driving safe. We're like, what? She goes, if we stop here, they come out with guns and rob us. And I'm like, oh, okay. And that's a powerful memory and stuff. And they go, yeah, you got to know the neighborhoods.
That's a good memory.
Well, yeah, no, that sticks out and stuff. But back then it's one of those ones. It's like it's where politics and life, you know, because the inflation was so gnarly. And the economy was so bad, the way people, had to suffer and stuff in a lot of different ways and stuff. You know, it was like you couldn't be here and not be affected and stuff, you know, because you meet people, as my dad said, you know what, when you go around, people have different languages, different things like that, and you'll see the differences. But when you get to know people, it's like people, their hearts, they're either good or bad, you know, kind of thing. And that's where you make connections. And with us, like our sound masters from France, or one guy's from Chile. We're all from around a different world. Where I live, we grew up with a lot of different people. And when you get to meet people, you meet good people and you meet bad people. And it's a great opportunity to be able to travel around and meet really good people that you go, you know what, if we grew up together, we would be friends. Unlike some people that you just happen to live by each other, but you don't like them. It's geographical convenience. And so that's one of the things when you see a lot of people and it's like financially, it's like we used to think we had things tough, but you sit there and some people had it really tough, and you see how they overcome that and stuff. It's a good situation. I mean, to be able to see there, and then things have gotten a lot better. You know, they could be a lot better, and I understand a lot of things, but I get distracted. Yeah. So.
And back to '80s, when heavy metal scene was happening, Suicidal Tendencies was the first band to blend heavy metal and hardcore. And how was people's reaction to it?
Well, the punk magazine said we sucked, we were metal, and the metal magazine said we sucked, we were punk. And so we said we don't give a fuck, and then they were both speechless, and it bothered people. And a lot of people said you can't look like that, you can't. I'm like looking at people wearing makeup and spandex, and I'm telling them, you're telling me I can't look this way. And you see things have changed a lot, fortunately, and stuff. And, our whole thing is like a lot of times people, like I said, their motivation is to do things for other people to like them rather than do things that they like and they like about themselves. And, I think that's a situation for us. My dad always said you have to have your definition of happiness, your definition of success, and it doesn't matter if someone says you're cool, because if you don't feel good inside, it's not going to make you feel better. Just as someone says you're an asshole, it doesn't make you an asshole. And if they say you're God, it doesn't make you God. It's your actions, your determinations. It's what you do with your life that does it is more important. And so for us, rather than sit there and try to mimic what someone else did that was successful, we just said, I don't really give a fuck. I'll do what I like. And if other people like it, great. I don't think they will, but, we'll do it for the right reasons.
That's awesome. And are you aware of how iconic Suicidal Tendencies was in São Paulo back in late 80s and early 90s? You could not walk a block without sporting a Suicidal Tendencies shirt or cap. Did you know that?
No, I mean, unfortunately, there was a lot of places that we never were able to get to, and so even in Europe, I mean, there's still places every time we go Europe and stuff, we try to play places that we've never been before, and you know, it's a great experience. When you go places and you see grown people crying, you know, and stuff, and to be able to see you and stuff, so it's always cool. And you know, now when you go to places, you've been there a while, you get so many friends that it's the best thing about it is it kind of like, you know, we were in Rio and we went to walk to the beach. And a lot of times people go to the tourist beaches and that type of thing. We went to the beach where no one is, and I grew up by the beach, and I always kind of, you know, then lived in Australia for a bunch of years. I always feel grounded. It's kind of like, and when I was home, I do that. You just get back, you go to the beach, and you feel grounded, or you go to your family and you feel grounded. And being able to be someplace like this where you have so many friends, it helps out. You don't feel like you're so far away and stuff. You know, you miss your family or whatever, but you feel
where
like
your heart is.
Well, yeah, but you feel like you do have, and people misuse that word a lot, but you have family in the definition that we have, and so it's always, you go somewhere and you see people and you're like, oh dude, you know, and that's a great feeling, and so that's what I think is probably what enables us to still be able to do it.
And any story you would like to share about your stand in Guns N' Roses and Metallica tour back in '92?
My favorite story. So we were trading off between the two bands, and Axl, they said, Axl personally wanted you guys to do the tour. And it was the first show, and we went there, and there was no Axl sightings, whatever. And he walked in, there was a backstage thing, he walked in, saw us, and he left. And then all the guys that were there say, oh, maybe you should go. And I'm like, okay. So we used to gasp because everybody would do these Axl signings, and they went, and they had always had these signs, backstage, W Axl Rose. And so the last show, one of the guys that used to work for us had a sense of humor, and he put M Cycle Muir arrows everywhere, all these things. And before we were leaving, we were going to England to do our own tour. All the other guys in the band came by. I said, "Oh, that's been great. Axl wants to talk to you. Is that cool?" Sure, okay. And then his security guard, this and that. I'm like, well, my little brother would love a picture with him. It's, you know, I could give to him. So it's like 15, 30, 45 an hour. That's like, we got to go. We got to catch our ferry. So we leave, and anyhow, our guitar player gave Axl one of the Suicidal baseball things, and signed it and said, hey, thanks for the tour. So we're leaving, and when we're leaving, this guy's running, stop! And we're like, what? And they're like, we need more baseball jerseys, Anyhow, we did the show. It was in Belgium. There's all these people. Nothing happened. We're leaving. Axl comes out with the Suicidal thing, sold 790 baseball jerseys. Axl was wearing it. And they got them all. We need more. Get them all. So that's the power of Axl Rose. Sell Suicidal to people that don't even like the band.
I just heard that is going to be next year a tribute to Charlie Brown Jr. Yep. And you guys are going to play in this tribute. It's the main band. Is it right? What do you have to say about it?
I've heard some rumors about it a while back. I haven't heard anything recently, but I know that some people were talking about it recently, and it would be a great thing. I mean, obviously your dad, when we played Sao Paulo years ago and stuff, we did Poisé to Skate. I don't know if you know that, but he asked and stuff, and it was a great experience and stuff. So, you know, I knew him personally, and he was actually a very, very humble person because he was just so nice. It's so quiet, and it's like, and it was a great situation. Yeah.
He was gifted with a jacket by his son. Now, did you get a jacket, Charlie Brown Jr. jacket? Didn't you? It's a gift, and I told you, I didn't know it.
But this was my father's jacket. I found it in his apartment when he passed away, so I want to give it to you because you're his idol. So please accept this little gift.
It's like, you know what, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I think I should take that, you know what I mean?
No, please. It's going to be an honor for me, and actually going to be a great achievement for me to give you this, because it was his, and it was special for him. So I want to give you that because it's really special.
Yeah, thanks, man. Like I said, I don't think I should take this. But I will have it, and if you ever want it back, I will guarantee I'll have it and stuff.
No problem. you're like his idol, so it's gonna be on good hands. That's a sure thing.
I know you have been asking that to death, but could there ever be a chance to have a reunion with Rocky and Trujillo?
I've never been asked that. To be
Really?
honest. Yeah.
Better.
Never been asked that. We just did Infectious Grooves in the Metallica Festival, and Robert played bass, and Jim Martin from Faith No More played guitar, Dean from Suicidal played the other guitar, and Stephen Birkins played drums, and a lot of people ask us about that, but I've never been asked that, yeah. So.
Sweet. And you have...
Well, Robert's in this little band called Metallica, and I think they're doing.
Yes.
I think they're doing pretty well.
Yes,
but
too,
with when we announced the Infectious show, then we got started to get a lot of people calling about that, and he's so busy, and we're busy with Suicidal, and the time that we have off, we're going to keep off. So, yeah, I don't think you'll see Robert. Love Robert. Talk to him all the time when he's around and when I'm around, but. Yeah, I don't think it'll ever happen.
So you have something to say to Brazilian fans? Did you like the show today?
Love the show in Rio.
Me too.
Love the show in Rio. And I know I'm in Sao Paulo, but I love the show in Rio. Yeah, no, we always love being here and stuff. We got so many friends, like I said, over the years and stuff. It's a great situation. And, you know, I guess the best way to say it in a good way, in a truthful way, is every time we get here, we're already planning how we're going to get back.
Oh, and I hope you come back.
Not just when, how we're going to do it, you know. So we're always trying to, like, you know, do that situation. And the one we were here in May last year, we were trying to get how we going to get back. And I think that's the best thing. We actually love it. And like I said, we have so many friends here and stuff that we plot and connive and feel better when we have it sorted. So yeah, unfortunately for other people, good for us. Yeah, we'll be back definitely.
So we hope you come back.
We will definitely.
Thank you very much for talking to us.